Hey everyone, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Let me know how you're doing. I feel like this has been a little bit of a rough month for a lot of people. So let me know how you guys have been doing. I'm doing okay. We're doing okay. I've been not writing. Today's going to be my first time really kind of getting back into my story, figuring out what I was in the middle of, trying to get back into the whole thing, and hopefully, hopefully able to pick up some steam before April gets started because I feel like um, I'm going to participate in Camp Nano. Let me turn off my phone. Sorry. I am planning to participate in Camp Nano. I have a video going up on Tuesday, sort of outlining what my goal is going to be and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'll be doing that, and I kind of want to use these last couple days of the month to reinvigorate myself, get back on the wagon, get things going again. There were definitely weeks this month where I really was like, I'm not able to do that right now. But I will say the last, I don't know, 5 days or so, I've been feeling that pull, that draw to get back to writing again, which was good. It was good to feel like that's something I want to do, you know? And so, yeah, so I feel ready. I don't feel like I'm pushing myself. I'm just gonna let it happen as it happens, I guess. So we'll go ahead and hopefully get some work done today and see how far we can get with that. If you haven't joined me for a live stream before, I usually do longer writing time periods. I like to do half hour, and I don't like to, writing sessions, half hour writing session, right? I don't like to call them writing sprints because that infers that we gotta hurry, 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 and that's not what this is about. We're getting our work done and going from there. So I don't think anyone's in here quite yet, which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and then get started because right now, yeah, so I'll go ahead, I guess, and start. I think I'm gonna actually start with my planner, frankly. I haven't filled out anything. I have a lot of stuff I gotta get done this weekend. And I think for me, at least, writing it down and just having the little check boxes is very helpful. So I think I want to fill that out first, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started on my writing work. So yeah, I really need to sort of reread where I left off, what I was in the middle of, figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with it, I guess, and get back on the bandwagon, frankly. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. I think there's a couple more people in here now. How's your month been? Has it been a rough month for you? I feel like it's been a rough month for a lot of people. But hopefully April will be better. We're getting into springtime. The weather's pretty nice down here right now in Texas. We've got, it's already hitting like 80 degrees, but it's been pretty nice, not super humid yet, which is good. And I'm looking forward to just sort of having that new month, a clean slate, and ready to get back into my story. Because the story, I think, is still important. It's still a story I want to tell. It's still a story that I want to work on and share eventually. And yeah, I just need to do that first push. I think that's the hardest part. We were talking about that last night in my writing group. About writing motivation and how do you get started on things. And for me, it's, you know, man, you just got to sit down and start pushing. If you've ever pushed something that's heavy, the most difficult part is the initial shove to get it moving. And then once you've got that momentum, it's a little bit easier. So anyway, I got to get that first push in today. and I hope you'll join me. So let me know again if you're working on anything in particular, if you're going to be participating in Camp Nano, if you have had a great month, if you've had a terrible month, let me know, and we'll get started, I guess, on the first writing session here in a few minutes. I'll do a 30-minute session to start. We'll kind of check in at the halfway point, and then another 30 minutes to finish out our time here. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how we do. I hope you've been doing well. So let me go ahead and set this up. Let's see, it's 10:05 for me. So 10:35-ish will be when we come back. So we'll show that. And yeah. Hold on just a second. Let me make sure one thing. All right. Okay, so I think there are some people in here. I was like, I see you guys in here. Is anyone saying anything? I'm on StreamYard and I can't see any comments right now. So I see some people. I'm actually over on my YouTube channel. So I see you over there. It's not letting me show comments though. But I hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this first writing session. And maybe by the time I come back, this will be back up. I'm not really sure what's going on. It's fine. We're going to be doing some writing. So I'm going to shut up and mute myself and get going on what I need to do. And I will check back in with you around 10:35 in about half an hour. And we can kind of check in and see what you guys have been able to get done. So I'll see you then. Okay, it's about half an hour after we've gotten started, and I'm flipping back and forth over here because I've figured out the reason I can't see the comments, the chat comments on StreamYard, but I also can't fix it. It's not letting me fix it. I know how to fix it, but it's returning an error when I click the option. So anyway, I do see all of you over here on the actual live stream page. So hello to everyone who said hi. I'm sorry I can't put your comments up and say hello officially. I don't know. But it's good to see you guys. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope you'll be able to get some work done today. Let me know how that first session went for you. I did fill out my planner for the week first, so I'm good to go on that. And I've started back on what I was originally doing like 3 weeks ago now, almost 3 weeks ago, with sort of doing those scene summaries. I talked a little bit about this in the vlog from 2 weeks ago, I think it was. I'm trying to outline the scenes in terms of the beginning, middle, and end, but framing it as the setup, conflict, and resolution. And it's hard. I don't know if it should be quite this difficult to pull out these elements, but it is a challenge, and it's showing me portions of scenes that have nothing to do with the main arc of the scene or the main thing that the scene is trying to tell or get across. So that's been really useful. Where am I now? I think I'm almost halfway through. So it would be awesome if I could finish that this weekend. I don't know if I can do that. That's kind of a lot, but we'll see. We'll see what I can get done. I should be able to finish a good chunk of it this weekend, which would be very good, because then that'll give me a couple days to sort of figure out what I'm going to do after that, I guess. I really need to, I think after that, go back and look at the outline, look at these scene summaries, look at the things I know need to be changed on like a major plot level, overall plot level, and almost maybe re-outline the story a little bit, or at least portions of it. I think that's probably what I need to do next, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I see Susanna here. Hey, I'm glad you could join in. Thanks to Kelly and Leah for stopping in, giving the video a like. I appreciate it. Dudley Ryder is here. Hello, hello. Is it how do you say it? Oh, I'm just gonna say Lovis. Lovis? I don't even know how to say that. I'm so sorry. But yeah, enjoying the vlog. Scared to apply that technique though. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to find it as challenging as I'm finding it, but it really is good. I think it really helps you see exactly where your scene is shining and where it's falling flat, or where you have things that you don't need in that scene or don't make sense to go in that scene, and maybe it needs to go somewhere else. So I do recommend it. It is definitely make sure you're in a confident mood when you go into it, because it makes you feel like, oh my gosh, how did you write it this way? But it's a first draft, you know, it's supposed to be a little messy, right? Thomas is here. He's doing surgery on chapter 1. Yeah. Yeah. I think my chapter 1 is actually pretty solid. I like my opening chapter, but then I have a section later in the first act that I need to scrap completely and redo it, like take the story completely different direction. So I'll be doing surgery on later chapters for sure. And yeah, Susanna, I think I'm going to re-outline, or at least, I don't know, go back through my outline, and like some of it is solid. Some of it, I like the story, I like the plot points, I like where it is, but other parts of it are like, I don't know. I need more tension in certain areas. I need certain things to slow down a little bit. I need other parts to kind of speed up a little bit. So I think re-outlining it, or at least looking back at my outline and fixing the outline a little bit, will help me figure out what I need to rewrite or edit or not touch and go from there. Oh, okay. Oh, you're an ecologist. That's cool. That's awesome. Very cool. Maria's banging her head against the keyboard. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you on that one. So grab some water or a snack if you need to. Do you use Save the Cat for pacing? I have read Save the Cat. I like Save the Cat. I'm writing adult romance, so I'm actually using the Romancing the beat sheet, which is very similar to Save the Cat in a lot of ways, but it's specially formulated for romance novels because there is a very specific structure that a lot of those books have and that readers expect and want. That's why we're reading them. And so it does take elements. I don't know if she took it directly from Save the Cat necessarily, but there's definitely a lot of similarities between the two. So I kind of go back and forth and use one for some things, use another for another thing. So yeah, I kind of do it like that. But it is good. I do like Save the Cat a lot, especially for the opening, like the first act portion of it, I think is really solid. A solid way to open your book. So let's go ahead and do our second 30-minute writing session. Oops. Let me edit it first. For me, let's see. What time will it be? 12? 11, 12? Right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll do another half hour-ish, and we'll be back. Did I math that right? I'm always like, oh, did I math it correctly? I think I did. About 30 minutes, you know. All right, so I will see you in about half an hour. Okay, it is 11:12 for me. I've been doing another half-hour sprint, or session. God, that's such a like a writing term to say, is writing sprint. I wasn't sprinting though. I was just working steadily, but that's not as catchy. Anyway, I hope you got some work done. I did. I got through the next several scenes doing my little summaries over here, and I'm almost into like the Act 3 section, so I think that's pretty good. I'm definitely feeling like, okay, I'm getting back into the flow, back into the, um, gaining my momentum back, which is good. Um, Juanita said she's tried to use Save the Cat before, but couldn't make it work for her thriller, which is interesting. I do think that it does have limited um, applications for different genres. I know that Alexa Dunn did a video a little while back about structure for thrillers. I don't know if you follow her or not, but if you don't, I would maybe go searching for that video. Because I'm sure it would be helpful since she likes thrillers and she has written one. So that might be helpful. I don't know. And then you also were asking about Scrivener forgetting that you have a license and having to re-enter it. That stinks because that license key is really long. I don't have that issue. There should be some way to like permanently save it unless you're accessing it maybe from different devices. I don't know if that would mess it up. I'm not sure though. I haven't had that issue. I did have to re-enter it when I got like the new computer I'm using, but that kind of, makes sense. I had to like re-download the software onto this device and, key in all my stuff again. Anna has been working on a new outline and she's using, Susan Dennard's method for scene summaries. That's good. Susan Dennard, by the way, it doesn't matter if you've never read any of Susan's books or if you don't follow her on social media, you need to sign up for Susan Dennard's newsletter. If you want an example of an author newsletter that is like perfection, it is Susan Dennard's newsletter. It is so good. She has it kind of divided into two sections. The first section is for people who just read her books and aren't necessarily writers, and so she'll tell about upcoming books she has coming or events or book related news kind of things. And then the second half of the newsletter is for writers, and she has all kinds of writing tips, suggestions, things to try, what her process is, and she gets into like the nitty gritty detail. Go to her website because she's got all of like the old issues and things like that. You can check them out there if you want to see it first before you sign up, but highly, highly recommend. She has so many good tips, so many good tips. Yeah, and any kind of thing that she suggests is usually gold. It's so good. I really like her newsletter a lot. All right, let's see. Susanna's finished a chapter. That's good. I'm glad that you're getting back into it too. I feel like so many of us have had a rough month, man, and it's hard to get going again, especially with creative stuff. I feel like creativity is a muscle that you have to exercise, and if you don't exercise it, it starts to atrophy. And then after you've been off your game for a couple weeks or months, it can be really hard to get started again. So I definitely feel you on that one. But I hope the rest of you were able to get some work done this morning. I hope you are excited for a new month to get started in a few days. I know that it's such an arbitrary kind of thing. It doesn't really mean anything when you start a new month, but there's something about that day one of a new month. It's a fresh start. So hopefully if this month has not been the greatest for you, in a few days, we'll have a fresh start on our hands, and that'll motivate you to get back to it and get working again. But I am gonna go ahead, I think, and end this one for today. Thank you so much for all of you who have jumped in. I'm sorry I could do the whole like putting your little comments up on the screen. I know what I did. I think I know what I did wrong though when I scheduled this, so I'll try to fix that for next time. I do have dates for April. I'm gonna actually end up doing 3 live streams in April, partly because I think just sort of the way the scheduling worked out, it kind of worked out for me to do 3, but also for Camp Nano, if you're participating, it's always fun to have a few extra times to write and hang out with other people while you're working on your projects. So I'll have all that information up in the next couple days. But I do have 3 currently planned for April. So I hope that you guys have a great day, a great afternoon. I hope this was a productive time for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.